Well, they didn't. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to Quest Unplayed. Quest Unplayed is usually where three of us, but the two are actually deep asleep at this time because it's afternoon time for me, and then they're probably like early morning for them. So I'm just doing it by myself. But we do have two fabulous guests today. I'm George, the co-host, or in this case, I'm the host of Quest Unplayed. And this quest is joined by two guests today. Martin and I forgot to pronounce your name. Charlene, is it?
Sure, yeah, you can call me Char. People
Char,
only call
okay.
me Charlene if they're a bit angry with me, so Char is good.
I get it. Yeah, so we have two guests today, Char and Martin. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. It's
Hello.
good to be here.
Yeah. Before we begin, this podcast is sponsored by Minimap, your ultimate gaming hub and a gaming companion app. You can sync your game accounts. I don't know, just do everything. Game reviews, connect with other gamers, and all the cool stuff. So, and we lost Martin, but he's back. Yeah. And we have the sponsor video for about 1 minute and 20 seconds, everyone. Across the platforms, see what we played. Steam, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, Monster Hunter World, and give me a calendar. And we have views are really important, right? Other than the game. We start control going on. So we have over 4 million reviews already. Game. Think I talk about reviews, play, select, and love.
Minimap.
All right. So, what do you guys think about the short trailer that we have?
I'm
Cool
actually
product.
a member of Minimap. I'm on Minimap.
Yes. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And I'm in the Discord, and I did the quiz of how old are you? And it told me I'm 56 years old, so I'm not.
How old are you?
56.
66.
Oh my gosh! What games are you guys playing? Like, I think mine is like 42 or something.
I mean, I am 45, but 56 seemed a bit much.
Yeah. Maybe you still play a lot of older games.
I think
Yeah, I
my
think it was
problem
'cause
is
I put in
that.
my faves.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
My problem is that I think the trailer is absolutely wrong in that Elden Ring is not the best Souls game of all. It's definitely Dark Souls 3. Like
Agreed.
we all have to agree on that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm the right person to become a troll on Minimap.
Okay.
Sounds really cool. The crazy thing is I made a prototype for something very similar like 20 years ago or something. It was called Bonfire. And the magic sauce that I never got to implement for anything was that you would know where other people are in the game. So it would be like, it was inspired by Dark Souls actually, that you would have bonfires across other games, so where people could meet and chat about strategies and things like that.
Right.
And then also sync their games and blah, blah, blah. But it was only a prototype. I had an idea and spent an afternoon making a little interface.
No,
But it's really cool. These meta products are really very nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of people actually enjoy the platform itself because it's all about games. It's mostly about games. I mean, some people do share like, I went to this place for like traveling or something, but it's most about games. So
And the Discord is fun as well.
Yeah.
I think you guys have a pretty it's pretty new Discord, right? It's like a few months old or so, or I can't remember. I joined a little while ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. Our Discord is yeah. Well, I mean, it's been there for a while, but it hasn't been very active. But it's growing and slowly growing. But yeah. And also, your game is also on Minimap, I believe, the game page itself, right? If not, let me know. I think it is. It has to
I
be.
think so.
Yeah,
I'll
it
check
has-
later.
It has to be. Yeah, I'll add it manually. I can add it manually. So if you guys request it, I'll just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. I'm outnumbered for this episode, but could you tell us a little bit about yourself and the game in the studio and whatnot?
You can start, sure.
All right, Mar. So yeah, I'm Charlene Putney. I've been working in games for a long time, since like 2013. I used to work in tech before that. I used to work in Google and Facebook, and then I wanted to do something a bit more creative. And so I've been working in games since then. I've been mostly a games writer. So I've written mostly at Larian Studios. I wrote for Divinity Original Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, and then also on a bunch of like smaller indie titles like Nuts, Salt Sea Chronicles. Yeah. And now Mar and I are making a game together. So we're a couple, in case you couldn't tell. We live in the same house. I'm in the living room.
I would have never guessed.
He's in the kitchen. And yeah, we're making Sparrow Warfare together. Which maybe, Mar, do you want to tell a bit about Sparrow Warfare after you tell about yourself?
I can. So yeah, our company is called Neon Aurelius. Because it was invented while we were walking an ancient Roman road, and we somehow named it after a Roman emperor. Weird idea, but as it happens. I'm Martin. I'm, as you can tell, my gamer age is like my real age, most likely old, and not 56. But I've been an indie developer for the last, what is it now? 20 years or something?
20 years,
I think
I think,
roughly close to 20 years. Yeah, I released my first game in 2008 on iOS. And founded my first company and then my second company, and that was called Broken Rules. And Broken Rules actually did some very nice, quite successful indie games over the years. Then I wanted to change things up, so I spent the last 10 years until like 2 years ago as a university professor teaching other people to make video games.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and now I'm back to full-time game development, and it's very exciting. I missed out on 10 years in between, but not that much has changed. Like things got bigger and more professional, and in many ways easier, in other ways harder. But it's nice to be back. I'm feeling very good about it.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah.
And our game is
okay.
And our game.
And our game is called Sparrow Warfare, and it is a deck builder, a card battler, a boss rush game, a lot of things rolled into one. It's a deck builder where you don't play individual cards, you play sets of 3 cards, because it was inspired by Mahjong, which has the same rules as Rummy in that regard, that you put down straights or sets of cards, or runs as they are called when they're outside poker. And then you use what we call wild tiles. They are tiles, not cards, because Mahjong. So wild tiles are like the Joker in a normal card game, or a wild card in I don't know, in the space of metaphors. Is a wild card an actual thing? Is that in a card game? I don't know. But in any case,
yes.
Like a
yes,
Joker card.
it is. Okay. Like a Joker card. Okay.
Yeah.
So and they have additional effects, and you can chain those effects and the juices in the engine you build in your deck by having these successive effects that draw another card and do something with that, and then you take it from there. You will see all of that in the excellent trailer that we need to make new, because now we have so many more animations. But next week, that's on my list.
Okay. So we'll I mean, I did play the demo, so I'll share my experience later, when we actually talk about the game. But yeah, it was, I don't know, like in one word, like one sentence, it was at first like it was quite difficult for me to like understand like the the three mode, because I usually skip tutorials. I'm sorry if I I usually skip tutorials because I play so many different games, and I was like, yeah, like why can't I play these cards or the sets? And then I kind of figured it out. But then after that, I kind of realized that what this is, and yeah, I'll share you a little bit more of my experience later. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but before we actually talk more about your game, we have something called the gamer type quiz. And are you ready to take the gamer type quiz?
Yes.
Yes.
So you said you want to do like a separate one, you said?
Yeah, I bet we're going to be exactly the same, Mark.
Oh, yeah, okay. So if we get to a point where like you guys are disagreeing on like the answers too much, then
but maybe that's more interesting. Maybe we should agree and make a shared gamer type, because it's a nicer discussion to have, isn't it? Than separate and then comparing. Okay, so let's do a shared one.
All right, let's do it. The first question is: it's finally the weekend after a long, tiring week. Do you ask a friend to play video game together, or do you need to spend quality time alone?
Well, we spent quality time by playing a game together.
Yes.
Are we friends? Because then it's one.
I think we count as friends, Mark.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's like a together thing.
Yes,
Together versus
absolutely. We love that.
So do you guys play
Right?
like? Would you play like co-op games together, or would it be like you guys have like separate games?
We make games into co-op games. So like we play when we play Dark Souls games. When you die, you have to hand the controller over to the other person. Or when we play Blueprints, you get to play, one person does the run of the day and the other person writes the notes, and then we swap.
So it's like a one single game experience put together.
Yeah, except for Slay the Spire, which we play every day, and we play together at the same time on our iPads beside each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get the experience of playing with a backseat driver half the time, or being the backseat driver.
I've done that with The Last of Us, because I have a terrible vertigo whenever I played that game. So I would play for like 20-30 minutes, and then I would try not to throw up in the back of the sofa couch when my friend is playing the rest of like an hour or so, and then we would kind of like take turns. Next question. The new game that just released isn't my type, but a friend is urging me to play with. It's not my cup of tea, so I refuse at first, but it would be fun if we played together, or I listen to my friend's words and play together right away.
If my friend is Mar, I listen to his words.
Yeah, same. We try the things out together and make our own verdict. And remember Slay the Spire?
Yeah, that's true. The first time we ever played, Slay the Spire is my favorite game. And the first time Martin was playing it, I was like, well, this doesn't look very exciting. And then like 3 minutes later, I was like, maybe I should have a go.
So when you guys are actually buying a game, do you guys like go together, or like go to the Steam page together, or do you guys kind of like recommend each other, like, hey, let's play this together, or let's play that together type of thing?
So in the moment, we're playing a lot of demos together, and that is like half work, half fun, because we're just looking into what our other games doing. Like we are preparing our demo in the moment. Is that public? Now it's public.
Yeah, I think people can know that our demo is coming out in a month.
Okay.
Yeah, because what you played, George, was the playtest build, which was just like just for getting our playtesters to make sure the base mechanics are working. But now we have a much better tutorial and system and animations and everything. So
you can skip a much better tutorial now. I skipped the tutorials too, by the way. In Elden Ring, I even there's this famous pointer down. Here it goes to the tutorial. I didn't even see the pointer. I wouldn't have jumped anyway, but I didn't even see that there was a tutorial. I just walked past it, thinking, like, I'm gonna it's Dark Souls anyway. In any case, I think we do a lot of gaming together, but sometimes also one of us just goes ahead and plays something new. And in very rare, like 1 out of 10 games, the other person hates the game. Like with Dungeon Encounters, you hated Dungeon Encounters, or you found it just very boring.
I think it was the music got on my nerves after a while with Dungeon
The
Encounters.
music was genius. It's just one guy shredding on his. Do you know Dungeon Encounters?
No.
George, it's a game by Square Enix, actually made by the Final Fantasy inventor, and he just got like he could do whatever he wants for that one.
Okay.
And it has no graphics, no story. There's nothing. It's only pure mechanics. It is beautiful, and the soundtrack is.
Auto battler, I'd say.
It's the ultimate auto battler, yeah.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is not an auto battler because you press buttons in between, but it's like borderline auto battler. And the soundtrack is just one guy playing guitar. He plays classical music on an electric guitar. It's hilarious. The whole game is hilarious. But I got so sucked in because I love these repetitive games where you do the same thing over and over again. And the feeling of no one else playing it because it's very obscure, love it. People hate it. It must have a meta score of like 30 or something.
Okay. I'll give it a check. Like I'll check it out. Next question. Excuse me. You're thinking about joining a community with strict terms to get game information. From self-introduction to attendance check, that's too much. Or if it has good information, getting ranked up after 3 days is not a problem.
I mean, I don't mind. I'll sign up to anything.
Yeah.
Sign up to anything. That's a statement right there.
Yeah. I'm one of those people that are like really nervous about the attendance checks and so on. It creates a kind of social pressure that I don't really like that much. Personally, I would say I wouldn't sign up privately, but professionally, if it's for marketing our game or just for getting more people to enjoy our game, you do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I will do the Discord age verification just because, well, I have to. But privately, these things stress me. Shar doesn't care.
But I think it's if it's like game related stuff, like usually like what do you call it, like subreddits and Facebook groups. They need to like answer specific questions that these mods are asking and stuff. So. But if it's got good game information and also give you like a opportunity to promote your game as well, then kind of.
Oh, also, of course, if I get like, if it is as it says there, if there is good information, if it's presented to me in a way that lures me in, then of course I'm in. And it makes it feel a little bit exclusive. That's always also nice.
Yeah.
So yes, we will go for option 2.
Okay. Next question. Before buying a game, you carefully read over other people's reviews, watch the trailers, and check the price. Or if the game looks interesting, you trust your instinct and make a purchase.
I think this is one that's actually changed over the last year or so, because I've now spent so much time like looking at Steam pages and checking out trailers and checking out demos and like keeping on top of all those kind of things, that now I'm definitely the first one. I definitely am carefully reading. But in the past, it was just if I wanted a game, I would just get a game. Wouldn't bother me. But now I'm completely sucked into to checking everything. I mean, I'm checking this stuff for games I don't even want all day.
Sometimes happens like you're sucked into that black hole. Like oh, what is this game? Oh, what is this game? And then like you just continue watching that.
I think also like this, I have the same answer actually. Just like I used to be bucket 2, but I'm now definitely bucket 1. And the reason is actually also not only that I've changed, but the world has also changed. It used to be so that, I don't know, the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3, it was like everything was good there. You could just buy a game. It wasn't super expensive. They had a lot of like, not even AA, but double I products, like indie games, but from, I don't know, Korean or Japanese indie developers that I've never heard of. Like weird stuff. But it was all super high quality. So curation was done for me. And the same with Steam, when they had like 500 games coming out per year, you could trust it blindly. It was like everything was okay. So you could just go for it. And nowadays, with game development having opened up so much, which is great, there's just a lot of
Yeah.
not so stellar produce out there, and that makes products like Minimap super useful because it can sort things and curate things and put you in a group with other people that have similar interests,
Right.
and then you can find a gem that you're interested in. So we are nowadays, we're looking at a lot of demos, we're watching a lot of streamers, actually not so many, but now and then we peek at one. But mostly we are listening to people around us who have good taste, who recommend us stuff that could be done our alley, and very often it's correct. So I've become also Camp A.
Yeah. I think like it's usually like, you know, also the price is very important because like you don't want to be wasting like $60-$50 on a game that you're not going to be playing for a while. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
we
you
would
know,
only
yeah.
we'd only buy like that's like it's basically the only games we're going to pay that money for is Dark Souls, right, Mar?
Yes, yes,
Like
yes.
60 quid is Dark Souls level. Nothing
Yeah.
else is going to get it there for us.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of in a way nothing wrong with AAA gaming, but it's like I don't know, like a lot of movies are made for a very broad audience, and these
Right.
AAA games, their economics is so that they have to sell to a wide array of people. But this sounds super snobbish, but I think after so many years of playing video games and making video games, we have I wouldn't say sophisticated, but very specific taste that cannot be met by such a broad product. Except I used to play Pro Evolution Soccer a lot, so even that is a lie. Because of course there are sports games, there are I don't know, Guitar Hero, there are just games then where suddenly those rules don't apply.
I think reflecting on what you just said, like, you know, the environment has changed so much. Like, you know, like it used to be, we can just select from like any game from a GameStop. Like maybe like 10-15 years ago, I could just select any game or choose any game to buy, and then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Now you actually kind of have to be careful because you have like some games have the good graphics from like in the outside, but then has no content, or like the gameplay isn't catching up, you know, isn't as good as it looks from the trailers. So
Yeah.
we're living in that
Also,
world.
I mean, there are like high level games that are so similar to each other, like Ghosts of Yotai and Neo and the From Software Samurai game is like they look the same on a screenshot. I can tell which one of those I want to play. I mean, I know it's the one from Software. It's maybe a bad example, but it's like it was very like there's just new waves of games that are very I don't think they are similar actually, but they look very similar unless you watch the trailer, unless you read about them.
Right.
Because then in the detail they are of course super different. But you gotta inform yourself. So it needs a lot more effort than it used to, because it used to be so that there was one sci-fi RPG and that was it. So everyone knew that it's Outer Worlds and not Outer Wilds.
Next question. If someone is watching you play a game from behind, it's the perfect opportunity to show your amazing gameplay, or you're actually good at it, but due to the pressure, you're missing skill shots.
Well, I know who that someone is who's watching me behind.
Okay.
I don't think I'm either of these, actually. What do you think, Mar? Oh,
Well,
I think
I'm
just
definitely,
not
I'm
used to
definitely, yeah, I'm definitely the upper one. Like I just, I like to show off a little bit. So
Okay. You want to show off your amazing gameplay?
yeah,
Okay, we'll just go with that one. Next question. You're playing a newly released game for the first time. Rather than having regrets later on about missing something, you go over the tutorials, or the game seems to be similar to the one you've played before, so you skip the tutorial.
Okay, this is where we are actually different, because I will play the tutorial. I will read every word. I will follow every instruction. I am the perfect little follower of the tutorial, and Mar is the opposite.
if I find the tutorial, I will find a way to break the tutorial.
Ooh. I don't know. Like if the tutorial kind of, I think nowadays it's like, the first 15 to 20 minutes of the gameplay decides if this person is going to continue playing or refund the game, I think. And if the tutorial isn't like, well blended and mixed into the gameplay, as like, it has to be part of the gameplay, not like a separate instruction from your gaming experience. And it's quite difficult, I think, because, now people have played so many games before now, and they'll just realize if this tutorial isn't going to be working for them, and they might just refund it if they don't like it.
It's also really hard to make a good tutorial. Like making a good game is hard. Game design is actually extremely hard. But making a good tutorial is like, as you say, it has to be integrated in the game, but still visible, still in the way enough that people are confronted. Like we tried that in our game at the beginning, in the version that you played actually. The tutorial is more or less just a little box in the bottom right, top right corner. Which is how, I don't know, what is it called? Stellaris is doing it, for example, in their tutorial. So big strategy games have a little bit this mission base. So do this next, and you work towards that goal. No streamer that we watched has even seen that. They're just like, what should I do now? They're sitting there looking quizzically what they should do now. It's written there. Like I can invisible to them because it's not in the way enough. So it's really, really, really hard to find this.
And if you put it too much in the way, then people get annoyed and are like, get this out of my way.
And won't read it either.
And they'll just keep, pressing the escape button or like try to find the X button.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but personally, no, I'm never like, if a game isn't itself a good tutorial in its gameplay, I want to bang against the game until it tells me what I can do and what I can't do. And that's just my style of playing. So you can pick any because both are true for us.
Which one should we go with?
I don't mind. Go with Mars 1.
Okay, this time I will go with Mars 1. The next one we'll go with Shars 1.
Okay.
Next question. You're playing a mystery-solving game. Based on your years of experience in mystery-solving games, that guy is the culprit or that person looks suspicious, but I need to start collecting evidence first.
Based on my years of experience in playing mystery games, you need to start collecting the evidence because otherwise you're not really get the answer.
Yeah, like I think we both like the feeling of having been right, and then proving it to the game more than the taking the intuitive shortcut. Also, if it's a well done game, then it's gonna trick you into thinking like well written TV. It's gonna trick you into thinking a person is the culprit who isn't.
Right.
So let's play it safe.
I think, evidence is, you need the evidence. Next question. In order to equip the rune that increases defense by 0.01%, you have to return to the lobby. That's not a big difference, and my friends are waiting, so I just go. Or do you tell them to wait a moment, you go back to the lobby to equip the rune?
I would absolutely go back to the lobby.
I think it depends on how much equipping the rune is going to make me look cooler. If it's going to give me a funny hat or something, or give me a better colored cloak, then I'm going to go back to the lobby to equip the rune.
It's a super bling rune. That's how I'm going to say.
Is it a bling rune?
It's a bling rune.
If it's a bling rune, I'll go back to the lobby. Otherwise, I would not be bothered.
So it's not even about the stats; it's about how it looks.
Well, if the stat is 0.01%, then it's definitely not about the stats to me, because that's too small. But yeah, bling rune. Let's go back to the lobby. Bling rune. .biz.
All right. Now, next, do you guys play a lot of RPG games too, or?
I think
RPG games.
We actually have played a couple.
Yeah, like I used to play a lot. Yeah, we played the Pathfinder one. Of course, we played Baldur's Gate 3, Original Sin 2.
Outer Worlds.
We played Outer Worlds, and I love Oblivion and Morrowind and Skyrim. as well.
And we
I
both
haven't.
have played pen and paper for a long time.
Yes, but I haven't there hasn't been a new RPG that I haven't worked on myself that I have loved in quite a few years now. Wow. So I'm waiting for another Elder Scrolls game or something like that.
What about Expedition? Did you guys play Expedition, or was it not for you guys?
Martin did.
I played it while I was sick, so I have a hazy memory. I played through the whole thing because I was like,
You played it in like 2 days, right? You just
Yeah.
straight, right, Mark?
more or less. It felt like that, but I think it was a week. But yeah, I was actually recovered, so I remember the end better than the beginning. But yeah, nice and all. The music was gorgeous. So good music. Love that about it. And I love the fact that a small team with a lot of outsourcing can pull off a game like this. It's very, very inspiring to see that they were able to do that. And I love how many things they threw into that game and made it still manageable. Like that all the characters are completely different to play is fascinating. Also, of course, it means that it's very hard to get good at all of them. So I just focused on 3 that I liked. But it's like it does a lot of really interesting things, and the story is at least not boring, even though I think I don't know. Yeah, everyone has to have their own opinions. It's a bit melodramatic, I would say, but with the music, that is fine. So yeah, it was actually a very good modern take on RPG. I think I had great fun.
Yeah, I think I also believe music takes a big part in game playing experience. So for your game, did you guys have like did you guys outsource music, or did you guys create your own music? Like, how did you guys work with the music or the background music and the sound effect and all?
So
at the
far the
moment-
music tracks. Sorry, you answer. Sure.
So at the moment, the music tracks are music tracks that we kind of found that are available to use. So the really nice sounding track is called "Streets of Shanghai" by Marco Belloni, and so we are allowed to use it, but we haven't paid for it. So it is we need to figure out, I think, something to do with the music, because at the moment, like if somebody plays the game, if they stream it on YouTube, it's fine because they're allowed to use it. But if they're trying to monetize the video, that they can't, because it gets flagged by Content ID. And so we have a streamer mode so people can turn off the music and stuff, but we need to figure out a proper solution. But of course, we are 2 people, and we are making this game ourselves, and we are living from our savings. We don't have a publisher, we don't have funding, we don't have anything like that. So we're not really in the kind of same position as a lot of game studios would be to have a composer or hire a composer at this point in development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is because we're setting up a new company. So that's just at the start. You have to start from a very low level, unless you're rich. Which you're not. So what we are doing to mitigate that problem is that I think we will have to find different music for the main part, and we are working on a procedural system for the music in the levels that actually assembles the music in real time. I've done stuff like that in the past, and I'm working with a composer or a sound guy who has done the stuff like that too, and we will hopefully be able to pull that together for the final game. So now we've lost Char. Something is off with the internet today, but she'll be back.
No worries.
There she is.
Hello.
You guys kind of switch positions. So.
Yeah, exactly. We just sometimes switch position. That's a dynamic. So yeah, music is it's an interesting corner, and I think it's really important. That makes it so hard.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's quite difficult. Like, we've had, a lot of different indie developers come in here, but, a lot of times, or most of the times, these developers would, try to find some outsourced person to outsource the music, or have like a contract where they kind of do like rev share or something. And we rarely have an indie developer who also has the skills in music, like composing and all that. So it's quite difficult area. for a lot of indie developers.
Yeah. I can do the technical part actually,
Right.
because for some reason I've worked with music in like looking at how games use interactive music for many years. I actually wrote an academic paper that is quoted on the Wikipedia page of The Legend of Zelda. So I got a
Oh,
reference to my paper there, which is really cool, I think,
awesome!
because
That's
Zelda had this dynamic soundtrack that gets more intense when you get into a fight. It just fades between musical pieces, but uses musical theory for that. It's not just a crossfade; it
right.
actually transposes from one music to the other. It's really cool what they're doing. But we don't have the budget for that kind of sophistication either.
Yeah.
Even if I know how it's technically done, no way.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so important that you can't just neglect it and like ignore you.
Yeah, and then everyone turns it off anyway when they're
Right,
playing.
right, exactly. Yeah.
But it has to be the good stuff that you turn off.
Yeah, it has to be a good tutorial that you skip, and it has to be good music that you
Oh
turn off.
God, so difficult to become an indie game. Oh God. The reality of indie game development.
Exactly.
It's pretty harsh. But yeah, next question. During gameplay, your companion's character has been bitten by a zombie. First choice is you might be able to find a cure, so you decide to accompany them, or everyone in your group can get infected, so you choose to kill them, even though it is tragic.
Well, what is the rule set?
Well, I think I would go for number one, because I wouldn't enjoy playing the game as much if my companion dies. So I would have more fun if we are both playing.
I would also say it is definitely one, except if the same guy gets bitten 3 times in one evening, and if it's the third time, I would be like, no way, this is too much. And I would just shoot them and move on.
You do a mercy killing, Mark.
Yes, exactly. Mercy for me, but still.
Yeah.
So yeah. But the first time, if it's the first zombie bite of the evening, definitely doing everything. It also gives them more interesting story and experience. So definitely.
Yeah, it's because if you just straight up shoot them and kill them, there won't be a dramatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if the drama has happened 3 times already, I want a new drama.
Then just kill them. Sorry, it's too bad. Next question. Even if I don't express it, I feel like I keep losing because of my friend. Are they not feeling well? I lift up their spirits, or do you send them a link to the characters' tips and tricks and suggest that gameplay?
I think number one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so
Actually,
too. I think so
but
too.
I mean, I like the idea of number one, but now that I'm thinking about it, Mar, when you and I are sitting on the couch and we're playing a game and one of us isn't doing very well, it's not like the other one is going, "Oh, are you okay?" It's like that's not what's happening.
No, it's more like you try.
Yeah. I've seen so many people fighting over It Takes Two. Like a lot of couples fighting over playing together, playing It Takes Two together. I've seen so many of those.
Yeah. So I think actually in hindsight, like I don't know which one you want to click, but what would actually happen is that we would do 2. We would look it up, but then we would explain the other person how to get good.
Right. Yeah.
It's like backseat driving is the solution to problems in in your home.
Yeah, I think like if I were to play, I don't know, like MOBA or something with a friend, or like arena shooter, whatever, with a friend, I would never ask them like, "Are you okay? Like, are you not feeling well?" Like, even if like so many times, I'm just gonna tell them like, "Dude, try to play a different champion or something, or like, let's play another time." Like, I won't even ask their feelings. It's kind of weird.
Yes.
If you think about it.
So two it is.
Yes, two it is.
Yes.
Next question. The character has bad performance, but the appearance is totally my type. Considering the balance of my party, I cannot put them in my party, or I have to put my favorite character in the party no matter the cost.
2.
Yeah, there we will. There,
I had a feeling that you would say that.
Ling Rune!
Yeah,
Ling
remember?
Rune.
Yeah, I do remember. Oh yeah, no doubt.
okay.
Next question. Your current desktop is messy with tons of icons, but it does not affect your gameplay, or you hate chaotic things. Your desktop is neatly cleaned.
So mine is
Mine
an
is
absolute
chaotic.
mess.
Mine is a gigantic mess. I haven't even seen
Yeah.
my desktop in months. I mean, why would I even look at it?
Okay, so unanimous decision. Next question. Before getting into the game, I searched the internet just in case I end up missing achievements, or I have never played a game for the achievements.
Yeah, I really like when I get achievements, but I would never look them up because that feels like, I don't know, not cheating, but I don't know. Like, yeah. It's like it's a test. Like I want to test the game if it gives me achievements for the right things. And if the game fails to give me an achievement for something cool, then it's really speaking against the game.
I think I looked up the achievements when we had almost all of the achievements for Slay the Spire already. I think I did look it up then because there's some weird ones that we hadn't got. Like there's some very odd ones, like you have to beat Deku and Donu in different ways. I can't remember exactly because we have them all now, but
Yeah,
it was like
there's
we were so close to having all the achievements, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, I need to know what the other ones are that we haven't got yet. So yeah, because we used to play. We actually we don't have that on the iPad anymore, of course, but we used to play it on the PlayStation, and that's where they had all the achievements.
Right.
And then our PlayStation broke, so
Oh.
it's very sad.
Okay. Do you have a PlayStation now, or is it still?
He's sitting there, but he's just a box.
Okay.
He doesn't turn on anymore.
So yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we somehow, honestly, it's so late in the cycle of the PlayStation 5. I decided to wait for PlayStation 6 instead.
Yeah, I mean, they might. What is it? Is it State of Direct is happening, right? Or State of Play? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
State of Play is happening this month. I don't know. You
Exactly, yeah.
Might, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something crazy might happen there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like usually like if you get to a point where like your achievements is sitting at like 89% or something, like 92%, like you have to find like how to get the rest of like 8%, you know, like. But
Yes.
I think it's like rarely will people be like, oh, I have like this guide of achievements
Yeah.
or something, and before actually playing the game.
And it is actually true that in a game that I really enjoy, sooner or later, I'm going to look up what the achievements are that I can see, those
Right.
that have a public description. I'm not going to Google for those that are hidden because that feels like, I always feel like they have reason for being hidden. And I want to be surprised, as I said before, by an achievement. So, but yeah.
Do you guys
So
have
it is
a-
actually,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, yeah?
No, go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say it is actually the upper answer. But ask a question.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you, like, do you know like how many achievements that your game is going to have?
Not yet, no.
No, we haven't thought about that yet.
Oh, do you have like a rough?
But
number, or-
I'm honestly no idea. All I can say is that making an achievements is like it's even worse than making tutorials in how it ruins your game code because achievements have to be squeezed in the most impossible corners of your code to count a small thing here, count a small thing there,
Oh.
maintain a sum of a small thing here. So suddenly you have all these weird calls that is like in the middle of your game, you're like, I'm gonna send this to Steam now. But then you make an iOS port and you can't send it to Steam. So your game code really gets messy from achievements. And that is something that they don't teach you that in school.
And you would know.
I actually never thought about it that way. Like,
Yeah.
you actually have to squeeze in different codes or something in between these actions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's so much is like, if you like steps traveled or something like that, do you go for an actual, like, do you keep that updated in an RPG that you count the steps while you're going on, or do you fake it afterwards? there's so many solutions, but no matter what, it's like there's always going to be an awkward moment where you suddenly send a little bit of data to some database that adds up, that tallies all the stuff for the achievements. So, but I really enjoy making achievements, and I have a lot of I already had a lot of ideas how to like, achievements are not only for achieving, they also show you that you progress in the game and your friends where you are in the game. So there are different, usually how I make achievements is having them in different strata, basically. So there's one that measures the progress through the game that is mostly for other people to see how experienced you are in the game, so they can look that up on your Steam profile when they're playing the same game. And then there are achievements for rewarding doing the right things that we think are the right things to do. And then there are achievements for doing weird things that break the game, borderline. Like
Those are
Slay
the
the
best
Spire
ones.
again. Yeah, those are the best ones. There's one for finishing the game with only 5 cards in your deck or something like that. Like, you have to really play extremely hard and be a little bit lucky
Yes.
to actually get to that point, but you can. And the achievement tells you that that is a valid strategy to destroy a lot of cards. So so yeah, these 3 lines of thinking feed into achievements. But an absolute number I really can't tell, because I just will keep having ideas until I run out of time for implementing all of them. Like, we have really, we are super into planning things, but achievements are like, they're really very quick to make once you get them. Once you get to it, they're just, yeah, you just do them last because they're so bad for your code. Like, I tend to do that.
Okay.
So, and so on.
And so on, right? Starts in there. Okay, just in case. Okay. Yeah. The last but not least, you who happens to play lots of games, play a game you feel like playing at the moment from your collection, or you have a gaming schedule on when to beat a certain game.
Nothing could be more unfun than a gaming schedule to me. So, I mean, if I'm playing a game because I want to play a game, I'm just going to play what I feel like playing for sure. At the moment, we do have like a list of demos. We're trying to do these little chunks where we sit and play demos at the same time, but that's work. That's not play. So in play terms, number 1 is definitely the vibe, right, Marmar?
Yeah, it's only work until we find something we actually like.
Yeah, and yeah, I know that happens every time. So,
Yeah,
like last
and
time
also,
we ended up so sucked into Clover Pit,
Oh.
Clover Pit demo, and we really enjoyed the Arcane Eats demo and the Pluto demo. Like, we were having great fun with them. Yeah,
yes, and the slice and dice.
and the slice and dice. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. So, and also we do schedule Slay the Spire. We don't schedule it, but we play it every day. So we have a kind of schedule with that. So
Play the daily run every day. Yeah.
yeah,
I'll say the spot.
but we feel like playing it, so it's still and so on.
All right. Are you guys ready to find out your gamer type?
Yeah. What's it gonna say?
Okay.
Harmonious Druid. Okay.
You guys
I thought
are harmonious
Druids are weak.
Druids. Druids are weak. This is actually a fun meme from, I don't know if it was like, worldwide or global meme or anything, but it was a popular meme in Korea. Have you guys played Hearthstone before?
I have,
Yes.
yeah, years ago.
You know, like how druids are always saying like, oh, we're weak, but then they like pump up their like manas and like, defense and all that. And then they're like the strongest character like at the like towards the end of the game. So it's like there's like a meme saying like, oh, we druids are weak, but then they're like this strong druid, like reindeer, like pumped up, like jacked up character. So there was like a meme for a lot of Koreans who play Hearthstone.
Yeah, that's a very Taoist approach, so I'm on board.
All right, so here are some of your personalities. You like multiplayer a lot better than single player. I like to leave my roots and grow my own party instead. I do enjoy competition, but I'm better at multiplayer games, like co-op games. I go online just to mingle with friends or people. I actually enjoy sharing my items with newbies. I know everything
That's a
about.
lie.
Is it a lie?
My bling rune is for me alone.
Oh, right. I know everything about this game and remember everything. You're approaching to a newbie. I'm here to help you. First, you have to go to this NPC, then collect 10 apples, and you try to explain them everything. Why play a game if there's no one to chat with? I spend more time chatting than actually playing, and I'm a natural social butterfly. Any of these personalities that you guys think kind of fits your characteristics?
Well, I think that the thing is really by answering together, we always had the other person in mind, and then all of this is absolutely correct. But
Yeah.
going online means just sitting on the couch beside each other in our case. And multiplayer game is just
And
like, yeah, every game is a multiplayer game if you just both look at the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. That is. Yeah, if you look at it that way, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, yeah. So
And then all of this makes perfect sense and is absolutely true.
do you guys ever like play, like say, do you guys ever like one person just plays the game and then one person doesn't even watch the screen? Does that ever happen or?
Only with Expedition 33, I think. And that was only because
Yeah.
you were sick, Mar, and I mean, I watched a little bit, but like I was working
Yeah.
and you were sick.
Right.
Yeah,
But I would come in and check it out.
Yeah, but it happens with a lot of things. Like we both have our games that we play alone.
Yes, like your
Also,
Polytopia.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like we do have games like that too. And sometimes when I play one of the grand strategy games, you just don't pay attention after a while. Like Crusader Kings 3, like we
I
played
do
it
fall
together.
asleep a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it,
it's-
but
yeah, when I again cannot hold together my empire somewhere in southern China, and it all falls apart, but it takes 200 years, which is like 4 hours in real time. It's only exciting for me.
All right. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, thank you for taking the gamer type quiz. That was fun.
Well, thank you for doing it with us. It is actually really a nice way of hosting this kind of situation because you get a lot of, especially with two people. I don't know how it is with one, but with two people, it's nice to chat about
Yeah, I
these
love.
very precise questions about how you play.
Yeah, and I actually do enjoy, taking this quiz with the devs because it kind of gives them a chance to kind of reflect on their past gaming experiences more versus like, the everyday developing, the grinding everyday type of thing. It kind of gives them a moment for them to kind of get away from that and give them fresh perspectives. So yeah, I think we're ready to talk more about your game, Sparrow Warfare. But we do have the trailer, which we'll watch together.
In Sparrow Warfare, you play combinations of 3 tiles. These tiles can be all the same value or 3 in a row. 1 or even 2 of the tiles can be wild tiles. Tiles that have special actions. We're talking buffs, powerful attacks, and deep synergies. You'll need them. You see, you are only a tiny sparrow. The evil storyteller has trapped all of the other birds in Mahjong tiles. And now you, little rebel, you fly through the lands to free them. Each freed bird thanks you with a reward. These rewards are how you develop your deck and gain new abilities. Grow stronger, gather your followers, combine wild tiles, and lead the way to freedom. This is Sparrow Warfare.
Yeah, I like that. Was that you, Shar, with the voice?
Yes, you can recognize the voice.
Yeah, I hear a familiar voice. Yeah. So I did play the demo. It was super fun. I think it's got that replayability. It's very important for the players to come back to the game after they finish the game. it did give me a little bit of a Balatro kind of feeling, where like you have to continue after you are defeated. Like you want to go like one more round, one more round, one more round. And as I talk to both of you guys, feels like you guys are heavily inspired by Slay the Spire. Is definitely one of the motivations and the inspirations of this game, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we love Slay the Spire. But I think that like part of that is the daily run part. So like 'cause we also have a daily flight because we really love having something different every day. And so that's kind of like so you played the playtest build. The demo build will be out in a few weeks, but we have a bunch of playtesters and they play every day. But they don't just play the normal game, they play the daily flight every day. So it's because it's got 3 different modifiers, so every day is a little bit different, and then you're on the leaderboard against other people who are all playing the same thing. So yeah, that's I think the main Slay the Spire influence.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mar?
I think for me, like it is definitely influenced by Slay the Spire, but the other main source of influence for me personally was actually traditional card games. Like we play a lot of old card games, Shar and I. Like when I say old, it's like medieval, like from the 16th century and so on. There's a very good website called pagat.com that just lists rules of old card games. So now and then we look up a new card game we can play with our cards. We have like these selections. This is like, by the way, improvised. They're really just behind me. We have these like selections of old card games in weird shapes that we use for different games that we are playing, and we are sometimes even streaming them on YouTube just to preserve them in a way, because we couldn't find videos of people explaining how to play specific games. So we play a couple of times to find out how it's meant to be played, because you have to play to understand the rules if they're in written format for a while. And then we try to make a little video to kind of preserve how that game is played in the wild.
And those are our most popular videos as well.
And those are our most popular videos, but also
the one,
it's like the one about Strohmandel.
The Strohmandel one,
really, which is an old Austrian card game from like I think the 18th century or something. It's a tarot version, so you play it with the tarot cards, but their original playing card incarnation. And a lot of these games have like juicy, interesting rules that you can learn a little bit from, and just take a little bit like how to combine things, what is a valid move, and so on. You can just take those and learn from them. So and most people have a very and of course Mahjong, that we also like to play. A lot of people have a very short memory. Like we have these digital card games and they only reference other digital card games as their source. And then Balatro comes along and is like, but what if poker?
Yeah, right.
Like, oh my God, this is so genius. But it's like, actually, like Balatro is genius. Not saying it's not genius. It's a brilliant game. But it's like, someone just was like, but what if I take one of the most successful card games of all times and make it a different take and not gambling? Wouldn't that be cool? It's like, actually, it's like that's a very logical and straightforward thought if you think about it.
Right.
But in hindsight, of course, it's easy to say that.
So do you guys actually play like card games or board games together a lot? Is it almost
I think card games more than board games. Yeah, I think we used to play a lot more board games. But now we are mostly playing card games because it's so easy to take them out and about. So like we'll bring them out and go, like we like to go on the weekend for a long hike and then to have a pint in a pub somewhere and play a card game and then hike back home again.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and even the board games we play, like Terraforming Mars, is like actually it's a deck builder. It just pretends to be a board game. And like the last 5 board games we played were, I think, kind of deck builder.
Okay, so do you also have other deck builders that you like other than Slay the Spire?
No.
Inscription.
Oh yeah, Inscription. Inscription.
Yes.
I mean, Inscription feels like a very different kind of game, but yeah, Inscription. I love Inscription. Yeah.
And I played the Forbidden Solitaire demo recently, and I really like that. It's not a deck builder, it's a solitaire game, but it does very inscription-y, interesting stuff. That one was really fun.
But we're moving into our
and-
auto battler phase, aren't we, Mar?
We're moving into our auto battler phase, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of the board games, as I said, like Terraforming Mars, insanely good board game. Alien Artifact, really good board game. Weirdly, the Star Wars, what is not trading? Star Wars Deck Builder, or what's it called? The Star Wars, the card game, something like that.
I can't remember what it's
Super
called. I need to see if I
juicy,
can see it over there.
interesting, elegant, straightforward gameplay. Excellent game. Comes in a very small box, actually. I'm like, my most anti-nerd thing is I don't like Star Wars, but then they make Andor and that board game, and now I have to reconsider all my. I might get my nerd credentials back, credibility back from liking those two things, but hey, you can't hate it all. And Rogue One also good, but okay.
So why birds? That was actually my first initial thought. Like, when I was playing it, like, why birds? Do you guys like birds or?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like birds?
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Oh, guys, yeah, that's very true.
So, in the pandemic, in like 2020, when we couldn't go anywhere, like right outside this window here, we live in Copenhagen. We live at the bottom of, there's like a set of 5 lakes that kind of go through the city. And the only thing that we could do, the only thing anyone was able to do, was go for a walk around those lakes for a long time. And so the only real life that we experienced was the birds of the lake. So yeah, we kind of made friends with a lot of the birds and fed the birds. We love to go out and feed the birds and look at them, think about them, chat to them. Yeah. And I think that was kind of, I'm really not 100%, because we had this chat about last week as well when we were talking to, there's a videographer who came to do a short video about us. And we were like, we weren't 100% sure whether it was the birds at the lake that was our initial inspiration or the meaning of Mahjong. So like Mahjong is, sparrows,
Right.
sparrows, Sparrow Warfare, Mahjong. So that was also a thing, because the sparrow, of course, of Mahjong is our sparrow.
And also there are birds in Mahjong, aren't there? There are flowers and
There's
there
the
are
bird.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the tile I always confuse with the one of bamboo. One of coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so when I was playing the demo, it was pretty difficult, like for me to like beat the bosses and stuff, because I did play the both characters, both birds, the one with the music, and then the one with the
fire and the song.
The flame. And I did like the flame one better after playing the music one, because it feels like the note, the music note, bird was a bit difficult to kind of. You need like a specific strategy in order to give them like max damage and stuff. Versus
the song is definitely a more challenging build. Yeah.
Right, and then the flame is more like a straightforward, like you kind of accumulate the damages with the flames, and then it gives them straight up damage each point. And was it difficult? Like, how many stages are there? Are you guys planning? And also, like, was it meant to be difficult for a lot of the people that play for the first time?
Well, if you had played the tutorial, George.
Yes, but I did play all 3 of the different modes. I did play 3 times.
No, it is supposed to be difficult. Like it is supposed to feel challenging, and to feel like something that you don't immediately win on the first try.
Right.
You try and try again. But that you learn a little bit more each time, so that you're able to actually eventually beat not only the beekeeper, but then the falconer and also the poacher. So in this, in the playtest build that you played, but also in the demo build that's coming in a few weeks, you can play fire and song up to level 6. There's going to be 12 levels, And then we also have Way of Water and Way of Ghosts. So eventually you'll be able to play with 4 different characters, up to 12 levels of each, that have different modifiers and different difficulties. But they do get progressively more difficult. And then the Daily Flight, which has the modifiers. And Way of Water, to be honest, Way of Song is more challenging than Fire, and then Way of Water is I think another step change of challenge as well. But yeah, I think I think we did want to make a game that feels challenging,
Right.
but that is absolutely doable once you get it. Like, you can kind of start to see it. Like, I watch a bunch of streamers play, because I'm kind of the one who reaches out to streamers and gets them in, and they usually start and they're like, okay, we're going to play this for an hour, and then they'll play for 4 hours.
Yeah, it happened to me.
And and that when they start, they're like, but this is too hard, but I don't understand, but this blah blah. And and I can see the little get help tutorial icon in the upper, and it's like, ah! But they when they get it, then it's like there's this moment where it's like they get it, and then you can kind of almost see their mind going like, phew, it's like they lock in, and then they actually become less good at streaming because they're thinking and they're calculating, and they're not speaking so much, and they're not engaging with the audience so much, because they're completely in the game. And while it's not the best game then for streaming, that's exactly the game we wanted to make. When I see people, like when I see them lock in and enter into that completely absorbed space, that's exactly what we wanted people to experience. Which is like that moment where you're completely absorbed, you're completely like, you're using all of your mental faculties, you're using your creativity, you're using your expression, you're using everything, and then you're not worried about anything. That's what one of the things that's so beautiful in games is that you can actually be so absorbed and so taken in and so like in the zone that like the stresses and worries and problems and anxieties of the world are not there for you. That's a gift of games, and that's what we wanted to make. And you can't, in this kind of game that we're making, difficulty and challenge is part of entering that state, is part of creating that mental state. What do you think, Mar?
Oh, I completely agree to all of that.
Yeah, that was really well said.
Yeah. I have nothing to add. Beautifully said.
I was like, yeah, wow, yeah. That I think, the same exact thing happened to me, because I played it for a little bit. I was like, I'll just play for like 10, 15 minutes to get the gist of it, like, to understand the mechanics and do a little bit of a gameplay, because I have to take care of my little daughter and stuff. And then I realized I was playing for like 40, 50 minutes, and my daughter was like, Dad, what are you doing? Come play with me. I was like, okay. Like, I completely forgot that she was like waiting for me to like read her books and stuff, Yeah, so I think the challenging, excuse me, the challenges in itself is like acting as the source of hooking us into the game, like completely immersing into the game. And like I for the next round I want to get better, and I understand, this is how all these effects happen, and this is how I get like the max damage and like get the least damages done to my bird. So I think that was that's why I said like I think this has like a big, huge potential, like replayability, which a lot of indie game developers are worried about, and they wish they have.
I mean, it was from the beginning our design goal. We wanted to make a game that is fun to play every day for months. And it works already. Like, as I said, our playtesters, it's only a handful of them that are that engaged, but they are. And if you can infect 5 people, like the zombies in the, as long as you don't get shot, as long as they don't get shot, you can infect more. So no one shoot our playtesters, please.
yes, please don't. And I also felt like this would be a perfect game to play on your mobile devices as well, if you port it into those devices, because it's like the gameplay itself is pretty like simple, but you actually need like a very well thought out strategy. But the play itself is basically like you're
just moving.
Yeah.
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 Like
Yeah, I think it would be really nice on iPad as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
It's like that's it's really a question. Like we cannot really like it's only the two of us, so we cannot really do a simultaneous release. And if it's not successful on Steam, then it's very hard to say we're gonna bring it to a different platform because it's gonna make it's gonna work there. That's not really how it works. So we will see, but in theory, it's possible, of course. And we have all the infrastructure for it, so we could totally go for Google Play Store and Apple. So.
Yeah, because I know, like, Slay the Spire also is available on mobile devices. Balatro is also available on mobile devices. And I think a lot of is Inscription available?
I don't think so.
I think we even had to play that on our horrible Windows machine. I don't think it's even available on Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because personally, I love deck builders. I still play Hearthstone almost every day, and I wish to see more of these deck builder games on mobile devices because I only get to play when I'm commuting. With my mobile device. Yes, I do have Nintendo Switch, but like I usually use just my, it's very difficult to be playing Nintendo Switch with like all the squeeze people in the subway. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, so I would be delighted to see this in a mobile device after it becomes pretty successful on Steam.
Yeah.
It means that everyone who's listening needs to go wishlist it right now.
Please do. It helps us so much.
I think a lot of indie game developers, they never said, I want to make millions of dollars. They always say like, oh, I wish I had enough funding to move on to the next project or port this game into different devices or different consoles.
That's exactly. Yeah, we want to be able to make the next game. We want to be able to keep doing this, and not have to go back and get real jobs.
Wait, so do you both enjoy working as indie game developers versus your other job or your past experiences?
I mean, I'm having the best time ever. This is like sitting here in this room with Mar and making games together is the absolute best. It is like literally just like this is the job I want to do. This is what I want to be up to with my life. So yeah. It's so great, and it's nice. I've worked in part of big teams, and I've made really good games with big teams, but it's somehow more exciting to make something when it's very small and it's very us because everything is us. Like this is our complete personality. It's just us, and every little win is huge because it's just us. It's just two people. So anytime we get a break, it's very exciting.
It's just a weak little druid.
Just a weak little druid.
Weak little druid, yes. Yeah, I think like I've talked to several indie game developers who had previously worked in bigger studios, and then they kind of decided to do their own thing, and then a lot of them told me that every single little success, oh, we have 100 wish lists or 1,000 wish lists, that felt more personal and to their heart versus them their game selling 10 million copies in the other studios they worked in. I think
I think for others, for me, I'm very happy to be here now, and I'm especially happy because now I have so much experience. I've released I think 9 or 10 games or something, commercial games, and made dozens of jam prototypes and small things, and I needed all of that time to become good enough to really feel capable enough as an indie developer to actually be in the position I'm now. And I've done it before. I was an indie developer already for 10 years between 2008 and 2018. And it was great fun, but it's even more fun now that I'm so much more good at it. I'm just that I feel for the first time I really kind of know what I'm doing. So I recommend people to just because it is something that we old people enjoy with our mountain of experience doesn't mean that you should hop on it immediately. It is good because we have all this experience from previous jobs and frustrations from previous jobs that make us also see how great it is. So so yeah, it's a little bit more complicated just saying this is the best thing ever. It is the best thing
Yeah.
ever, but it is the best thing ever because we did other great things that were the best
Yep.
things at previous life stages and things that were the worst things at previous life stages. And you need to go through all of that to get to the right place, I think.
Yeah. That's yeah. So do you guys have anything that you want to kind of add to the people who are listening, the audiences, and
Well, I think they should join the Minimap Discord because I think I think it's really nice in there. I'm in a lot of Discords, and that one is pretty up high on the top of my Discord list to check in the day.
oh,
So
thank you so much. Oh,
I think it's a super nice place to hang out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think, I mean, this is more like for gamers, I would say, try to develop personal taste and find interesting things to play. There are so many indie games out there. There are so many games made by people from all over the world that can give you a new perspective on something, and it's an interactive perspective, so it's even more interesting in a way than in some regards than books and TV shows and so on. So just go wild and find out what is actually interesting to you. And for game developers, a little bit the same. It's like there are so many games out there. But that doesn't mean that you can't make more games, because just like with music, where there can always be a new song, you can make this weird mix of what is important to you and what people actually like. And if you find the right sweet spot, which takes a lot of time and effort, then you have gold, where those two things connect. So yeah, it's exciting.
yeah. I'm so glad to see the indie games thriving recently.
Yeah.
Like if you think about like 5-10 years ago, the concept of indie gaming wasn't very established. And
No.
it was just like, oh, there's like a new AAA game. Oh, I'm just gonna buy that. But like, what's indie game? Like, I don't know. I've never heard of this game before. Like, I don't want to buy it. But like now, it's like we have like almost 20,000 games coming out every year. I'm not gonna say like all of them are great, but like most of them are like created by these creative minds who have the capabilities of putting their ideas and experiences and what they love about games all putting together into this one like beautiful universe. And I really think it's a good time to become an indie game developer, but at the same time it's also a tough time because there are 20,000 games coming out every year. So it's like,
Yeah.
and also for the audiences, it's very difficult to find those, the right
Yeah.
targeted people who will, because like there's so many different games, and like the people that might love playing your game might not have even heard of your game before, and that's really tough. That's in a lot of marketing is really tough, especially for indie devs.
Yes, marketing is insanely tough.
They hate it. Like number one thing, they hate marketing usually.
Yeah, but that is not even like, we don't hate marketing. It's actually great fun. Like doing things like this. This is also marketing, but I'm having a great time.
Yeah, me
So
too.
it can't be that easy. And watching the streamers is like, I used to hate watching streamers, but the game is so good that I'm less afraid with Sparrow Warfare, because they always, like every single one that played it, it's only a handful, but they all got totally into it. That makes it much easier to do marketing if you're actually trying to sell something that is great. So I don't mind it this time around. What do you think, Sharon? You're doing more of it than me, so of course I don't mind it.
I really enjoy it, and I really like when it works and when things are going. Like when we're getting like wish lists are going up and the streamers are coming in and we're getting into things. People are writing about it. I love that. I just wish I had more hours in the day. That's all. Because with only two of us, it's like every hour I spend on the marketing stuff is an hour I'm not doing art for the birds.
Yeah.
Or designing for level 5, or fixing a lot of the little loca issues that are coming in. So that's kind of the thing. It's just I sometimes I just wish I could stop time and do a lot of work in a time when the whole world has just stopped, and that we could just get a lot done and then start it up again. That's all. I just wish I had more time.
Yeah.
Because I like doing all of the things, but I want to do them all good. I want to do a good job.
Yeah. Limited resources. I think
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So that's why definitely everyone who's listening or watching this should go wishlist Sparrow Warfare right now.
Yeah,
And
please.
you guys said the demo will be launched after a couple weeks.
Yes, it's going to be in March. It's sometime in this first half of March.
Are you guys participating in Steam Next Fest?
Not this one. We're going to do the summer one.
Then that's one okay. Awesome. And also, do you guys have any rough plans to when you guys are going to launch the game?
Middle of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's coming this year. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
coming this year, yes.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a quick project, and it's already less. It's actually exactly as quick as we planned. So I'm not. It's not delayed at all, which is crazy because that's not usually how video games work. But again, it pays off to be old and to have seen a lot of things, and it makes you a little bit better at planning. But it was always meant to be this like 1.5 year project, and it's exactly gonna be that at the middle of the year. So.
Yeah, we're also working on our second game. A little
already?
bit on the side, yeah, but it's going to be even quicker out. Yeah,
Yes.
and it's an auto battler because we're really into auto battlers at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So will we be able to hear about that project after launch or before launch of Sparrow Warfare?
Probably in the.
Well, we're gonna
probably
announce it
yeah.
before. Yeah.
Before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's exciting. All right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I played this game already and I wishlisted it, of course, I did. And hopefully, more people wishlist it. Yeah, and you guys should definitely all play this game when the demo comes out, and you'll probably get sucked into the game for at least like couple hours, just like I did. Like, oh, I want to do better next time. I want to beat this boss next time. So so thank you so much for coming. Do you have anything you want to say before we kind of wrap things up?
Just thank you
you.
for inviting us. Yeah.
Thank you, George.
And good luck
Thank you a
with
lot.
everything.
Oh yeah. No,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming. I love. I know how valuable, and like Cher said, time you do marketing is your time away from game designing. So I'm actually taking your time away from that. So thank you so much for making the time to do this. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you around on the Discord and hopefully more on Minimap too.
Yes.
And go wishlist it, everyone.
Okay. Thanks, George. Bye.
Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.